Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is JGOD. In today's video, we're going to actually do a subscriber gameplay breakdown a little bit differently. I've done these in the past, and what I do is I take another YouTuber. A lot of times you guys request it down in the comment section. I'll go ahead and reach out to these different YouTubers, and then I'll break down their specific gameplay. I've already gone ahead and done this for K3, Swag, Dismo, Dexbot, and a few other YouTubers over the year, and I am now going to go ahead and do a breakdown for Raidaway, which has been in the Call of Duty community for a very long time, and these are a little bit different than my normal subscriber gameplay breakdowns. And one of the benefits of actually looking at some of these different YouTubers is there's different little things that they do here and there that maybe you're not doing, and as we break down the gameplay, you can see that why they're as good as they are. So here's where I need your guys' help. If you can go ahead and help me out by commenting down below who else you'd like to see gameplay broken down of, and then I can go ahead and try and reach out to them and see how fast I can actually get this gameplay broken down. Also, if we can get this video 1,000 likes, I'd be very appreciative. Let's go ahead and get into the gameplay breakdown. If you're new around here, you'd like to subscribe. As you can see at the bottom of the screen, we're close to 85,000 subscribers and on our way to 100K. If you can help me out, reach that number. If you like the content, definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let's go ahead and get into the gameplay breakdown. First off, we're going to go ahead and take a look at his stats. Also, just a heads up, if you have not yet subscribed to him, he does typically make Call of Duty content on a regular basis. Mostly entertainment, high kill gameplay, a little bit of news, all kinds of different stuff and variety. He's currently at 681,000 subscribers. So if you're not currently subscribed, I recommend going and checking him out. I'm going to leave a link down in the description below. Is right here, you can see his overall weekly is about 4 EKA, and he has close to 550 score per minute, a little bit over. Then his lifetime on the game, that counts all modes, hard point, domination, whatever the case is. You can see he has a 351 EKA, 500 score per minute. So overall, that's a pretty good player. Definitely both stats are typically higher than mine. All right, so here we go. So this is actually pulled from his live stream. I went ahead and reached out to him to the DMs. He said I can go ahead and use his footage. We're going to actually look at 3 different gameplays, and I'm going to go ahead and skip around a lot because 3 different matches probably be like 20-25 minutes. Video is not going to be quite that long. So what also to notice is he's live streaming. So he's also has his eyes to the side, looking at the mini map, looking at his screen, and then looking at the chat, because anyone who streams, you're ideally going to be looking at the chat. So every time you peek at the chat, you're taking your eye off the mini map and off the regular screen. So it's always something to keep in mind when people are streaming. So he knows someone should be in this area because they just killed his teammate. Takes that guy out. He knows there's another one there. He was able to get out of there. Teammate able to clean up that guy. And then now you can see on the mini map, you can see how he's going to navigate around. So he turned around. He does play with the high sense, like I said, a 10-10. So a lot of times when people play with the higher sense, they're able to make adjustments that maybe someone at a lower sense isn't able to, but he's used to that higher sense, so he's able to still hit his shots fairly accurately. So he's another one. He avoids them, comes around, teammates come and clean it up. So he's playing it pretty smart there. So right here, they have a little bit of split spawn. Most of the enemies are on the east side of the map, and you can see that there's someone coming through the west. He just pre-aims. There's another guy coming up over here. Boom, easy pre-aim. These are easy pre-aims. A lot of times people don't realize, a lot of times if you just line up your shot good, you're going to be fairly good. He knows there's someone right there. Okay, cool. All the enemies are dead on that side, and now he can actually come around for a flank. He's running the ComSec device with a crash, which is one of my favorite combos. Get absolutely lasered. And right here, like he says, the guy has Ghost on. So the guy has Ghost and Dead Silence, which you can't really see kind of when I moved his camera down, it kind of blocks it. But the guy does have Ghost and Dead Silence. And right here, he did not know that the guy was there. Right when here, you can see that the guy is already sitting there, but you can't see him because he has Ghost. He just happened to walk through, and he's not predicting that the guy is going to be on the window. Looks like the guy came through there, but that guy was completely unexpected. But he recognized that the guy had Ghost immediately because he's looking at that mini map. And a lot of times, I've talked about it before, the mini map is very important in when you're for your decision making, because if you're not looking at the mini map, it's like, how are you even playing Call of Duty? Even the people that play hardcore, if you're not getting UAVs on a regular basis, you probably shouldn't be playing hardcore. All right, so he already knows the guy's there. There's a second one. He couldn't take the angle, though, because of that barbed wire. Teammate ends up getting an engagement there, takes the guy out, but he's going to be able to pre-aim this guy. Easy kill. Easy kill. There's another one coming through, getting engagement with his teammate. Teammate took care of him. There's probably another one in the spawn. And then he recognizes the guy's coming through the other side, pre-aims it. Ready for the guy. The guy still lands a shot, but he's able to take him out. So right here, his first gut instinct is that someone is still going to spawn there. The tac deploys right there. So sometimes when you put down a tac deploy, it throws off the actual spawns. So what happens more than likely is there could be enemies coming out of this hot spot, which is the west on that beach side. They're able to take this guy out, does a jump shot. You can see the movement. That's what a lot of times good... Oh, there's the spawns. A lot of times good players, what they'll do, they're going to jump within these engagements. Every engagement, they're going to strafe in pretty much every engagement. They're going to go prone. They're going to do some kind of movement, not just stand there and fire their weapon. So a lot of times you got to be aware of those things that just you're not doing on a regular basis. Probably doesn't mean you should just be sliding and jumping everywhere, but you got to go ahead and take those engagements. See how he jumps out? Already pre-aiming, kind of pre-firing. He knows where the guy's at. Look at the mini-map. You can see exactly where people are. All the enemies should be over here where this teammate is. The teammate's probably going to get pinched. That teammate's probably dead most likely if he pushes through the wrong way.
Did they leave?
There he is. Look, he jumped out. That guy did a good move jumping through. Clears through. The spawn should be over here on this backside. They're probably running up that side. Yep, there they go. Look at two of them. And there's a guy camping at that window. The one with Ghost. So he's able to re-engage and take that guy out.
Hey, strike team?
And you can just see how he's positioning himself. UAV's there. So you can see how valuable the UAV is. A lot of times we rely on the UAV. We rely on that mini-map. That when people run Ghost, it makes it significantly harder. That's why the advanced UAV is so important. Because the counter to running Ghost is an advanced UAV, which is normally like a 10 or a 12 streak. Which right now, there could be another guy coming around this right corner. And he's not even able to take him out. He doesn't even know he's there if there is a guy there. And then he's going to end up taking this guy out because he saw him without Ghost. So Ghost is valuable when there's a UAV in the air. But when enemies have Ghost and I've earned streaks, I should be able to counter that Ghost so I'm not surprise attack. Because someone can kind of still camp with Ghost even though it relies on movement. There it is. Took the guy out. Already has another sniper's nest. Calls in the heal. Tac 5 boost. Someone's flanking him. So you can see right here, this whole little sequence. So the strike team's pushing forward, the UAV pass. There is some guy right here who's about to engage with the teammate. Strike team's this way, so he's going to go ahead and turn around, even though the UAV is telling him there's someone coming behind, so it kind of works out. So he's got to turn around, and then he's ready to snap on. And he's able to survive because the movement. The guy just wasn't ready for that movement to be able to jump around. If he just strafed out, he'd probably dead by the time he lands 2 or 3 shots. So right here, you can see he's not even in his chair. Because he's streaming and went to the restroom real quick, whatever. And he comes back. And you're going to see that it's a match in progress. So he don't even know what's going on yet, right? He just gets back to his chair. Chooses a specialist. Down by 21. Down to stay, right? 6 minutes left. You're thinking, probably not going to stay in that. Not really my thing. You don't hear attack choppers, so that's probably good. So the key here is he's got to get his streaks. He's got to go on a streak as fast as possible. Obviously, whoever was in this lobby was getting dominated and other people already left. So whoever's in the lobby left, they're either being antis, they're pretty good, or whatever the case is. So he's got to play this the right way. Gets destroyed by the Mozu, right? So now he's gone ahead and switched to a different weapon. Because sometimes you need to do that. A lot of times if your play style, you want to play a little bit faster. You got to adjust sometimes, especially when you're joining a match in progress. You're not sure exactly how people are going to play. You got to still be able to focus on calling in your streaks. So right now what the goal should be is to chain some kills together. Get those streaks. Survive. Switch to a good gun. You can see he didn't fire his weapon yet. He lines up the shot, comes through. This is going to be a hot spawn. Someone is in the vent. He takes that guy out. Such good accuracy right there with this weapon. Takes that guy out. This is why this gun's getting a nerf, FYI. Tuesday, it's getting a nerf. So right here, you can hear the doors open. The guy's coming through. Boom, took him out. He backs off because he's giving away his position. He no longer has the element of surprise, so instinctively he gets out of there. You can see he's getting close to his TAC 5 boost, and then he should be able to call that in. Right between there. You can probably get streaks on these guys. Boom, TAC 5, got the UAV. There's still a guy on that side. You can see he's kind of split. Teammate ends up dying there. He comes through, clears him out, snaps onto the other one. Thought he was going to die, but he was able to clean up that guy. Another shock drone took it out, clean it up. So this is a lot reactionary in handling the situation the right way. There was actually a lot going on right there. So he TAC 5 boost. Teammate ends up getting killed behind him. He jumps through, takes the guy out. Another one comes through, but he uses the movement. Even the guy he went against used the movement, but he was still able to track the target. Shot cart's coming. He ends up shooting the shot cart. Cleans up the guy who's actually following it. 9 times out of 10, if the guy's following the cart, you're going to kill him. Especially if you destroy the cart. 2 coming through. And look at how he takes the angle. All the other times he went fully into the room. But this time around, look at how he takes this. He only peeks partially so he could get out of there. Back up. Watch. Plays it smart.
Oh, 2 guys are coming through. I don't like this.
Boom. Takes him out. Backs up. The other guy decides to push. He can go through. You can see the guy's firing. Another guy came through. That's the same guy with Ghost.
Oh, that's crazy. Sniper's nest.
Easy kills here, right?
Strike team. Let's get it.
There are a couple there, but that smoke is kind of throwing him off a little bit. Able to get the strike team. You can see that there's a couple right here. Pinched through. They were just kind of camping in the corner as teammates came around. But now that the sniper's nest is out, that's probably why those guys didn't run out into the open. That's not a good spot, right? See, he's backing up. Teammates are right here. He recognizes that. Guy's still in the vent. Not the vent, the window.
Actually win this game. That's hilarious. Oh, Jesus.
Let's see what happened here.
I turned up this game. We joined in super late as well. We might actually win this game. We've been
So I think what happened is they felt safe, so he checked the chat. Look at right here. He's literally turning his head all the way to the right to read chat. And chat got him killed. Unfortunate, but I've been there. It happens. So I was able to bring the score back. Strike team's in effect. Sniper's nest is there. Able to push through. Had a good opportunity to assess the ability of these players. He almost gets killed there. Readjust. Has the stim shot. And then you can see how the teammates all flooded through that area. Spawns are still on this side. So you got to be careful how he takes the angle here. Guys come through. Sniper's nest is coming in. Lasers that dude. If you look at the crosshairs, generally they're pretty centered on doorways or entryways. He snaps on that guy, jump shots the other one. Kind of pre-aims. Look at the centering, walking straight through the doorway. Peek that area, comes back through. And you can see how he looks. These are peeking areas. Until this is certified not full enemies, he's got to do this. So that's pretty much that match, right? So we've done good so far. Go ahead and go to the next one. So now he's using a different weapon. This is SWAT. SWAT's actually pretty good, very underrated. It's kind of like an ICR, and depending on how you use it, it could be stronger. Sometimes it could be worse. It just depends on how your class setup is. So you can see how he's kind of coming around for a flank.
Like you can get the base weapon through contrast.
Comes through, takes this guy out. Another one takes him out, and the other guy does turn, and a fourth shoots him in the back, which is unfortunate. But he did take out 3 there by going on that longer flank route.
That's my favorite.
A lot of times that road less traveled is the way to go. There it is. Clean shot. That guy was about to pull out his specialist. They're all camping together too, the enemies. Boom. He's ready for him. Backs up. And this is good because then he gets cover and then gets an opportunity to go to a different angle. Somebody does have Ghost there, but he's able to get this flank. Comes around. You can see how he slid into it. Threw the guy off and is able to come back through. So a lot of times when you see YouTubers like him post a video, what they'll do is they'll chop it down. They'll chop out some of the kills to make it play a little bit faster and make it seem like they were nonstop sprinting around the map. Just for entertainment value. Obviously with me, I'm trying to focus more on the educational value and how they play, less than the actual entertainment. So when we're looking at this, I'm going to go through a lot of it so that you could actually see what's happening in the moment. Because more often than not, they're really good players, but they tend to get really streaky. So right there, he died about 3 times, and then now he's going to go on like a 20 streak or something crazy. Because that's what good players do, is they tend to go on long streaks after a couple death streaks. They're kind of just figuring out their opponent and outplay them over time. So he ends up getting shot in different ways here, and he kind of uses the movement and cover to his advantage to stay alive, and the teammate ends up landing a couple shots there. So right here, you can see the spawns are all on this right side. He's peeking if the guy's going to come down or above. It was a 50-50. You either look high or low, right? The benefit in looking low is you can see when they're high. But if you look up and they come from the bottom, you might not see them and you can actually get shot. So more often than not, it's better to look low than it is to high. Cover some of the screen.
I'm not going to be surprised if they leave the game. Yep, there's one.
See, somebody already left. And that's what I was talking about in my video, how YouTubers get easy lobbies or how to get easier lobbies in general. It's typically once you call in the streaks, people start leaving. So that's normal. Call sniper's nest, call on a strike team, enemy team just starts leaving. That's just how it goes. And this is Master Prestigers that were sweating out. 194, 94. They started off okay. They tried to camp a little bit, but he was able to come around and outplay them because of the flank. So look at that scenario. He was able to react. He has fast reflexes. Luckily, because these guys were all camping. If you look at this scenario, he comes up, ends up hitting the guy. And when you do that type of move, you're expecting to take damage, but you're thinking that I'm going to snap onto this guy quick enough to take them out. Comes through.
I see this guy.
He saw one. He didn't know that the other one was here. So he slides in thinking he could take out this guy. Luckily, he's able to melee and get the one hit. The guy's not able to turn around. And then he's able to use some movement to try and avoid the second guy. The guy was actually trying to melee. He missed. He missed out and he was able to take him out. Luckily, the guy was just camping next to his teammate, which didn't really make much sense. So I actually had a ton of fun with that breakdown. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it as well. If you did, please remember to hit that like button. If you're looking to stick around and maybe find my channel on a regular basis, make sure you hit that red subscribe button, turning it to gray with notifications on, so you'll be able to find your way back and hopefully improve at Call of Duty. In addition to that, if you guys can do me a huge favor and leave a comment down below of the next YouTuber you'd like to see a gameplay breakdown of. Appreciate the support. Thank you guys for watching. As always, have a great day.